Not Worth the Time with Wade Taylor. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Not Worth the Time. We're here. We're doing it. Oh, man. Better late than never, we always say. Right? Right? That's what you guys want, is a sit around all day and wonder if I was going to put something out. I love leaving you in suspense. Now I'm just dropping this in your fucking lap. You know, you're about to turn on Monday Night Football, and you were like, you know what, I'll just watch this goddamn heartless game, this game of warriors, putting it all out on the gridiron for corporate gains. I'm going to do that instead. And then this dropped in your lap, and like, oh, now I can listen to this instead of listening to good commentary and people who are actually experts at something. I can listen to this over men hit each other. And instead of listening to people intelligently break down the game, I can listen to some moron ramble on about whatever is bothering him. Shout out to you for doing that, by the way. That is unbelievable, and it makes me happy that there's somebody out there who's supporting my dream and wanting to just be a babbling moron. So thank you to all you. Thank you all to the subscribers on YouTube and all the ones who have supported puntinggame.com over the years. We appreciate you. Oh, god damn, guys. What a doozy of a couple weeks it's been, right? Things have been going well. It's the full swing of the holiday season. The birds are moving south. They should have been doing that a while ago, but apparently they got a late start. It's Goose-ageddon around here, dude. It's Geese-geddon around my house, dude. It is wild. I was literally and figuratively, it's wild. I'm seeing Mother Nature unfold before my eyes as they try to make their way down south. Yeah, they're the worst. The fucking Canadian geese, man. They are the fucking worst. I hate them. It's insane how many are around this area, though. It really is. I was just sitting in this very office, doing some stuff, checking emails, procrastinating doing this podcast this morning, and just sitting there and listening. And all of a sudden, just raining from the heavens, I just heard from the distance, honk, 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 honk. Honk, 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 honk. And just a swarm went over my house. You know, I thought there was an air raid or something going on. You know, there was so much honking, I thought they were warning us to get out. You know, I bet you if I go check my roof right now, it was just fucking goose pooped bombed. You know, it's just caked in just fat goose shit up there. There's at least one turd. You can't have that many fly over and not drop a few logs into your Christmas chimney, you know? They're putting a few logs on the fire for me. Oh, there's nothing like a good goose shit fire warming up your house, okay? That shit burns for days. If you want to have a sturdy fire, you know, if I've watched any of those survival videos on YouTube, if you get some goose shit, it'll burn for days. You want to go into the woods and find yourself some goose pie. Get yourself some goose pie, and that'll burn for a fortnight, okay? You'll be warm as shit. They're everywhere, dude. They are fucking everywhere around here, and it's like I thought that one flock going over, I was like, oh, thank God, they're gone. No, I go to take the dog on a walk or just later in the evening. You know, it's dark out now, and they're navigating through the night. It's no wonder fucking airplanes hit these goddamn things. So they're flying at night? Goose and geese are flying at night? Of course they're getting hit by engines and causing problems on a transatlantic flight. They're not out in the transatlantic, okay? That's just a fun way to say that. I just wanted to say fun aviation words and maybe sound like I was smart. That's what happens when you read... I didn't even read. Listen to a book about the Museum of Natural History. You start hearing buzzwords said over and over again about things that they brought to the American Museum of Natural History. And then you just try to throw those words in to see if anybody can tell if you know how to use them or not. These geese, man, they're fucking everywhere around here, though. There's a newer development around me And, people love these new develops, man. They love putting in a fucking fake pond. That's how you know they're trying to really upscale a rural community. They're trying to upscale like a new development way out in the boonies. There's like, oh look, but this Lake Eagle Ridge right here. We got this nice fucking place. Got a nice pond for you. Meanwhile, all it does is attract fucking geese. The worst. And they're fucking territorial. They're dickheads. You should be able to, if a geese, if it's within a 6-foot radius, if you go by COVID rules, if it's not social distancing and gets in your bubble, you should be legally allowed to grab that thing and fucking Thor low-key that motherfucker and just slam, bah, 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 bitch, I'm busting at him. It's fucking, hate them things, dude. They're the worst. But that's all those fucking ponds around those new places, those new developments way out in the boonies that are around us. That's all they attract. You go and it's 75 to 100 fucking Canadian geese, dude, everywhere. I drove by the golf course yesterday on the way back from getting groceries, and it was just this whole pond on a fucking par 3 just surrounded, dude. Just surrounded. It makes me want to go back to my days when I was a waterfowl hunter. Oh, dude, you just fucking go out there. You just need 3 shells and just fire into those fuckers, and you're going to at least get 7 or 8 of them. Wade, that seems pretty low. I'm talking about not having a dog to be out and get the ones that are falling, okay? I can get 5 to 7 of them for sure with 3 shots, okay? The bird shot's going to do its work, and then I got to get there and get your fucking hands dirty. Get a little wet work going. Yeah. But hopefully Goose again is going to slowly be done with. Hopefully they're going to keep going south, and they're going to stay away from me. I just don't want any in my yard. I don't think my dog could handle a geese. I don't think it could handle a ragtag group of geese. She might be able to take one solo, but even then, I don't think she could. I think my dog's too much of a lover. She wants to kill squirrels, but I think a goose would fucking terrify her. I think it would put her into a frenzy. She wouldn't know how to react to it. She's seen them fly. She's seen them at a distance, but she's never been like face to face and seen how big they are. You forget how big geese are until they start fucking with your golf ball in a fairway. You're like, hey, you fucking stupid cunt, get away from my golf ball. And then they hiss at you. It's fun to hiss back at them, dude. Dude, hissing back at a goose is so fun. I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy that shit talk of getting into a fucking goose stance and just fucking hissing at a goose, dude. Fuck him. I'll talk shit right back, dude. I ain't backing down from no goose. I ain't scared of no goose. Fuck them. God, I hate those things. I hate them. So, hopefully, they're gone, But things are going well, though. The last couple weeks, things have been going well. Things are, the holiday season's in full swing. People are preparing for the end of the new year. Things are wrapping up. Things are wrapping up. You see what I did there? That's a nice fucking transition into the old Spotify rap playlist. Now, a lot of people have a lot of hot takes on the Spotify. A lot of people, hey, we don't care about your Spotify rap list. We don't want to see that. It's just a marketing ploy for your companies. It's just a way for them to get free advertising. It is. That's exactly why they're doing it, because they know it's smart and people love clout chasing. I do personally like it, though, because here's why. I don't have Spotify. I don't have a Spotify rap to look up. I have an Apple Music rap, but I refuse to go and look that up because you have it. It's available. But I won't go through the necessary channels and steps to go get it. If I have to go out and search how to find what I listen to the most throughout the year on iTunes, or what is it, Apple Music, whatever the fuck they call it nowadays. It's no longer iTunes. I say iTunes because I found my old iPod the other day and was fucking with it. Still rips, by the way. High school iPod, high school Wade, impeccable music taste. Good for him. He was having fun. A lot of Cottonmouth Kings and Tech 9. Woo! I was really, really deep into that. I was garbage in high school. And then a lot of Green Day and American Idiot and Every Time I Die. A lot of metal, too, on top of that. Really sprinkled in. Didn't make a lot of sense. Probably made a lot of people very confused. But yeah, I don't post that. I'm not gonna post it, but I do enjoy seeing my friends. It lets me know where they have changed emotionally and become more mature as they've gotten older. That's the nice part. That year after year, if you take screenshots and start compiling the data of your friends, you can see who's improving and who's just staying behind. You can really check it out. And plus, I like it because you find out who has some really eclectic taste in music. You don't even need to, it's not even just your friends. All the celebrities like to do it and other people and like to share it there. I love that I get to find out about new music genres, I love that I get to find out about Pixie prog rock. Who knew? I didn't know what that was. Or Jezebel Jazz Tech? What the fuck is that? Or infectious indie pop? Who would have thought of these genres? If it wasn't for the Spotify wrap-up, I never would have knew what these were. So, I thank you, Spotify Wrap. I will say this. This is the part that bothers me about the Spotify Wraps, okay? It's not that people are posting them or that even the Spotify Wrap is there and people are like, we don't care about the Spotify. This is what I don't like. It's inspiring other websites to give you a wrap-up of what you've been doing on their platforms the last year. Now, I only know this because I found out today I re-downloaded Reddit. I just have a Reddit account. It's pretty basic. I just kind of follow some sports teams and some DIY projects and a couple of, just dumb shit like that. I've become such an old guy that I followed the lawn care one. That's interesting. Some of those dudes are fucking aces. Dude, just taking care of their lawn. They're putting fucking diagonal cuts in it, making it look all professional. Looks like you're about to run out on Fenway. I don't even want to step on that grass, bud. That's a work of art. And you're going to let your kids play on that? That's a shame, dude. You're like Banksy. You mow your lawn and then you're waiting for it to fall into a fucking paper shredder. You have this $1 million yard and you're just going to let your kids fucking destroy it with their dirty feet and shitty soccer ball. Don't let them dig up the yard. Yeah. So Reddit now has a wrap up, which is also, I think they know what they're doing. I think they know what they're doing when they did this, because I noticed the little icon for the wrap up is a picture of a banana. They're like, unwrap what you looked at this year. The amount of people that it's all just trolling, shit posting, and then looking up girls online. It's just all subreddits of naked chicks. It's just porn. Reddit wants to act like it's for something else, but we all know what it's for. It's for shitting on people you don't like and roasting people you don't know. It's the one bastion that's like a mainstream website where you can still roast people pretty openly and not worry about getting in trouble. And in porn. That's what that place is for. Twitter's trying to come back as the place you can fuck around and find out. Unless you attack Elon Musk, then he will fuck around and delete your account, But, that's my beef with Spotify Wraps, is it's now creating, wrap-ups for other websites. And no one wants to see your Reddit wrap, okay? No one is sharing that. No one should share that, okay? Your Reddit it's the dirty side of the internet. It's the normal website that has your dirty shit on it. You don't show that, okay? That's your safe place, Reddit, where you go and look at the shit that you're too embarrassed to look up on YouTube in your Google account. Yeah, it's completely separate, okay? You can hide everything. That's why you don't see anybody sharing it. That's why you don't hear anybody talking about it. Because they're all like, yeah, we don't fucking talk about this. This is our safe place. We don't need a spot. We don't need a Reddit wrap, okay? We'll keep it away. So, yeah. this is where I come to act not professional and somehow shit post on my coworkers anonymously on r/my coworkers suck dick. That would be actually, honestly, that's kind of fun. If you're just always posting in those accounts, like anonymously, like telling those stories and doing that, to get the wrap up and like the playback of your most liked ones, you're like, oh yeah, I remember that story. That's a fun thing, I guess. That's a good memory, but you can keep that for yourself. You don't have to repost that. You can't share that with anybody. You can't go back and relive those glory days of that post by reposting it. Yeah, that's the problem with shit posting is you can't like put it back in your stories. Like, remember when I got Gwen Stefani to cry on Instagram Live? That was pretty fun. Like you don't get the chance to do that. You can't relive your glory. But that's the beauty of it, I'm sure, for trolls. I don't know how to troll. I really don't. It is an art form that I surely can't do. Just like I can't oil-based paint, I can't troll. But I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it from the stands, like the Phantom of the Opera. I want to be in the shadows, like you don't even know I'm watching. Like, yes, quiet. Just enjoying it like a fine wine. That's what you do with those professional posts, So that's pretty nice. So anyway, that's fun. So enjoy your Spotify Wraps. You just got to use it and judge your friends. Just don't use it in such a negative way. Judge your friends on how much they've grown over the past couple of years, Ask if they have their screenshots from the year before and just learn how they've grown musically and if it's changed their thing. And also, it's a good way to fucking check out how your friends are doing and making sure mental health is okay. Speaking of want to make sure you're okay and make sure people are thinking highly of you, that brings us to my topic that I found this week. Found a really kind of interesting one. I don't know if it's I think will be fun to talk about because we talk about being professional sometimes on this podcast or being around, and I know we've covered similar things to this, but this one comes from Inc.com. It's 7 words and phrases that make people think less of you professionally. If you don't have anything productive to say, don't say it at all. Ooh, you got to love the old golden rule. You can only say things that are productive. If you're trying to point out something that might, possibly mean that you care a little bit less or just want to like point out a problem, you're a negative Nancy. That's my favorite thing. You can't point out a thing where it's like, I have a legit question, let's bring this up. Anyway, radio host Bernard Meltzer is famously quoted for having said, before you speak, ask yourself if you are going to say what you're going to say is true, is kind, is necessary, is helpful. If the answer is no, maybe what you are about to say should be left unsaid. I find that this is true in the workplace as in personal life. That said, here are 7 unhelpful words and phrases anyone in your workplace should consider removing from their professional vocabulary. I can't. Whether you believe you can do a thing or not, you're right. Henry Ford was quoted as having said in 1947, and it holds up to this day. Okay, first of all, Henry Ford. I know that thing, whether you can or you can't, you're right. I've heard that before. Also, Henry Ford was just trying to make sure people were fucking cranking out stuff on his assembly line as fast as possible. He didn't give a fuck if you could or couldn't do it. What you can do, make me some goddamn money on these Fords. I'm trying to sell some motherfucking cars. I'm trying to create an industry here. I'm trying to beat the Nazis. Anyway, whatever I'm asked for my best advice, I always say I can't is rarely accurate. I choose not to is often more accurate. Yeah, dude, that is true. I should start saying that more often. It's just like, instead of saying, I can't, man, just say, I don't really want to. Just tell people straight up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be part of it. There is a power in just being like, yeah, no, I have zero interest in doing that. And that is one thing I'm going to work on in 2024. I should start today. Wait, start saying no today. I should. I say rarely because something are inarguably truths. I know that I can't defy gravity, that's a fact. But if I say I can't lift heavy weights, that might not be true. The true is that so far I've chosen not to work the requirements to lift that heavy weight. Most of the time, what you can or cannot do is choice. Try to replace negative I can't with the positive how can I, and see what changes. How can I? Okay. Well, that's just like, this sounds more like if you're talking to yourself. If you're talking to other people, you can't really talk to that. You're going to ask them, well, how can I do that? And they're going to be like, I don't know. Fucking just do it. You're on the clock, Taylor. Fucking do something, you piece of shit. Very. This is just a lazy, but more to the point, it usually doesn't mean anything. There are far more effective adjectives and modifiers that can be used in place of very. Rather than saying someone is very capable, describe them as skillful or rap. Very tired for exhausted. Yeah, that's just good writing. That's just a good writing suggestion. There's a lot of things when I've read what I've read lately about writing is try to get rid of the word very. It's a terrible word, I guess, in your vocabulary. Writers fucking hate it. That's not my job, dude. I'm not getting rid of that one. Nope. There's certain phrases. This is where like the professionalism in me like stops. Okay. There's a certain point where you just gotta fucking put your foot down and be like, I'm not doing that. Okay. I'm not doing other people's jobs if I'm not getting paid for it or not reaping the benefits for doing that job, okay? I'll listen to what they have to say here, but that's my first initial thought on what that is. You would be hard-pressed to find an individual who's never been asked to take care of something that wasn't technically their job. Yes, it can be a frustrating scenario, and there is time and place to push back, but does this phrase help anyone on either side of that question? Yeah, it helps me. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm putting my foot down. Go find somebody else to fucking pick up the slack, okay? I did it all last week, okay? Sometimes you just don't want to pick up the slack. Sometimes it's someone else's turn who's a lazy piece of shit who just expects you to do it. This comes from a dude who tries too hard. Okay, I'm a try hard. I've been taken advantage of a majority of my life because I put in extra effort on a lot of shit. And it comes back to bite you in the ass. And after a while, you just don't want to fucking deal with it. The inherent problem with that, that's not my job, is often implies that the task is beneath you. Even if you feel it is, consider the more productive response to contributing and accomplishing the intended goal. Something else to consider is that being asked to handle work outside of your scope of responsibility could lead to bigger opportunities down the line. Or it could be you're being taken advantage of and someone else is going to take the credit for what you've been doing, and then you just get fucked. That's happened to me this year very easily. A half dozen times, okay? Yeah, it's being known as the go-to person is nice. It is refreshing to know that people can come to you and they count on you. That is an awesome skill, and it's a thing you shouldn't take for granted. You should honestly embrace that because you are a great asset to a team if you can do that. But you have to draw a line. That's my point on that. I don't have time. File that under the not productive column. Newsflash, everybody has the same amount of time in the day. Tell a coworker, boss, or client that you don't have time to do something is rude, but moreover, it is a cast of unflattering light on your time management skills. Okay. Alternate phrase could include, can we discuss this when I am finished with the project I am working on? Or I am booked all day, but tell me when you need this by, and I'll let you know if I can take care of it. That's actually a good thing. I don't like adding more syllables. That's where I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to say all those syllables. If I don't have enough time to do my work, I don't have enough time to say that whole sentence. It's cutting into my productivity. Is a request that is coming from above your bandwidth. You should truly stretch. You can also present your current list of tasks and ask if there's something that can be deprioritized in order to accommodate the new ask. You'll have it soon. Soon is not quantifiable, therefore is a heavy subject to interpretation. No shit. You got to be specific with people. Without a hard deadline, things often slip off the radar. Providing a firm date or time can only set a clear expectation. It can also help keep you accountable. If you prefer more flexible to commit to a window of time, you'll have it Wednesday, Thursday at the latest. Yeah, you just kind of you fudge some shit. We should. This usually implies kicking it down the road. We should only use in conjunction with a box time of actions. Oh man, we should pencil that in for our next meeting. I love that. Yeah, kick it down the fucking road, dude. I don't know. Wait, what do you? On its own, I don't know is the dead end. It is, and while it's an improved by followed by man, why did my brain just shut up there? And while it improved when followed by a commitment in finding the answer, a better approach is to provide the information you do know. In the difference between I don't know when the shipment will arrive, the shipment was scheduled to arrive Monday, I will follow up with the carrier and update you and come back by the end of the day. Not all these words and phrases are often offend all people, of course. There are always contextual variables at play. Man, variables. But language is what we use to create and foster a relationship between being aware and thoughtful about how we use it and how it affects others is a total game changer. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It was like communication's always key. Communication is the thing that makes you better. And having stronger communication always makes things better. That's the golden rule of life, I would argue that's one of the reasons I do some of these podcasts is because it's helped make me a better communicator. Hopefully, as I've gone on, I've been able to string along sentences, not like that, but I can piece together my thoughts in a more clear and concise way, and by putting myself on the spot with a lot of these, I have to form thoughts and opinions and structured sentences in order to effectively communicate with you guys. That's the whole point of this thing. I'm communicating you, and it's entertaining. And you know where else you can find thoughtful, well put together sentences sometimes, and that's punandgame.com. That's right, guys, punandgame.com, where you can find this show, Not Worth the Time. You can find my other show, Who Gives a F, with my co-host Nathan. We have a good time every Wednesday with me and Nathan. If you're sad that this only comes out bi-weekly, we have that show every week. And then you got all the back catalogs of all the podcasts that have ever been on the network. So go check that out, punandgame.com. And while you're over there, check out the Pun and Game shop. Get yourself something cool. Get yourself something for Christmas. Get yourself your own present to show yourself love and acceptance by supporting your favorite shows here at punandgame.com. Yeah, and don't forget to use promo code NWTPOD. That's NWTPOD, and that gets you free shipping at checkout. Hoodies, t-shirts, all sorts of cool stuff. Promo code NWTPOD. Get that. And then, guys, head over to YouTube if you want to watch the show. You want to watch me struggle read that article? You love watching it. My brain was half off, right? Reading that. It was terrible. But it's fine. We're learning how to communicate. And if you want to watch and learn how to communicate, go to youtube.com. Comic Wade Taylor is where you want to search, and hit subscribe there. Comment on the videos. Comic Wade Taylor. I really appreciate it. Well, I've had a lot of growth this year on the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed. Hello, subscriber world. Really appreciate all the love I've been getting on the shows and all the clips and stuff. So really appreciate it. It's been a good year, and I really appreciate it. So thank you for listening to Not Worth the Time, guys. I appreciate you guys coming to check it out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. And remember, don't do anything I wouldn't do.